It's Offside with Hawes and McGuire.
You gotta like that.
I like that. I like that.
I
man.
like that. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Justin did a great
Hey,
job
welcome
on
back. This is the intermission version of Offside with Hawes and McGuire. I'm Hawes.
that. McGuire.
All right, and just in case people don't know, right?
Yeah, who could possibly know?
We're almost like twins.
Yeah. Hey, you know we're
almost
yeah,
twins.
well, for
We're
sure.
almost twins.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the movie Schwarzenegger and DeVito.
Absolutely. Am I DeVito?
You could be both. You know who's taking a really long intermission?
Yeah.
Jamie Benn.
Yeah.
Holy.
Wow. Okay, so Jamie Benn just gave away the series.
I think he did. Well, he can't go down 3-0 in games. They're down 3-0 on the scoreboard. Look, he could come back. Chris, they've hit a post and a crossbar. He can't get any breaks.
Yeah.
And you lose your captain. Not that he's the offensive force he was a few years ago, but just as soon as with the one power play they had, and I watched the front of the net, it's just, you know, he could park himself there. You never know.
And he's tough enough to withstand the.
It's a stupid
abuse.
play. He already, you're frustrated. Mark Stone came over, gave him sort of a squeeze-off hit play, which we all know. And he kind of engaged Stone and knocked him off balance in sort of happenstance type collision, but with a little bit of aggression, and then he followed through on the cross-check.
You know what? And I don't think he meant. I think he meant to get him on the body. I don't think he meant to get him in the head.
Really?
It's just yeah.
You don't think he meant to get him in the head?
No, listen.
The body's this, the head is this.
Yeah, but it was just the way he was positioned. But the point is,
God.
it was a bonehead play.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking at the time, and now he's going to be fucking regretting. Pardon, I swear, but I can't do anything on it.
It's
He's
like
gonna be
Benn over
regretting
Team
this.
Canada.
He's going to be regretting this for the next, at least another 2 years.
You know, when I see things happen, I always say, this reminds me of. And I remember, sorry.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with me.
It's against your Bruins. 2002, Game 4, Kyle McLaren on Richard Zednik. Right at the end of the game, Bruins are comfortably winning the game. It's over.
Yeah.
And they're handling Montreal in the series. And McLaren gives Zednik a forearm shiver, puts his head about 15 rows up. Zednik's done for the playoff year. They suspend McLaren for the rest of the series. Habs come back to win the series. And in the second round, Montreal loses Saku Koivu to a high stick. And again, you know, ended up losing the series. I believe that was a Koivu injury anyway. But McLaren on Zednik, as soon as I saw this one, I don't think Benn will get supplementary discipline. I don't believe, because he's lost this whole game. Playoff games worth 2.
And he doesn't have a history.
Well, yeah, he's got
a little. He's got nothing that is so egregious. I like that word, by the way. You've used it. It's a good word.
Yeah, it is a good word.
But there's nothing like that, like repeatedly. Yeah. I think he plays hard, but you know what? It's disappointing. But at the end of the day, it's Dallas, so I don't care.
Well, I know, but what even more disappointing is, as we're watching the game, and we were kind of, pulling for them to recover from this because the penalty kill was so good.
Yeah.
Then they have a 2-on-1 in the last minute. You've killed off 4 and change.
Yeah.
2-on-1, puck comes out, hops over stick. They go back down and score, and it's just a killer.
Well, and the rebound was there.
Rebound was there, but it hopped over his stick.
It was kind of it came this. Like he was just, I mean. I don't know how many times you go and the words out of your mouth when that happens, because it's there, you see it, you just can't get your stick on it, and the words are, again, I can't say them because apparently we're trying to be like the CBC. So
we're not. What, you've already dropped about 8 F-bombs tonight, so I don't think you're trying to be like the CBC too much.
All right, okay.
No, so look, we have kids watching.
We do have kids watching. And you know what? Here's the thing.
Somebody at the Rio View golf course told me that they were watching with their son. So...
Well, they were watching... And you know what? And it was a 13-year-old son. You're telling me that 13-year-old has never heard the word fuck? And if he hasn't heard the word...
13, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't...
And if he hasn't heard the word fuck before...
Yeah.
Okay?
He has
it's
now.
about goddamn time he learned it.
All right.
Okay? That's a father's responsibility to swear. Obviously, he's never done repair work with his father.
Oh,
okay. My father could swear up a storm and fixing the car.
Yeah.
That's where do you think I learned all this stuff?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
where do we all learn it? From
Right.
the schoolyard, typically.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
you know,
then
no,
at
no,
home
you
if-
got to. If you listen, your father's got to teach you how to swear, and you know what, and phonetic swearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, like so.
pronounce. Like
yeah.
you want to put the emphasis on.
Yeah, exactly.
Really-
Where to
really
put
let her
it?
go.
It's phonetics, really.
Yeah.
It's phonetics.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So I don't
we
know
got-
what the hell Dallas is going to do. I mean, maybe if they get an early one here in the second. Look, the comebacks have never been more rampant in NHL history.
You know what they are?
In
but-
games and in series and things of that nature. They're
But-
far from. But you can't go down 3 games, Chris.
No. Oh, and you can't go down 3-0.
You can't go down 3-0. You can't go down 3 games.
Yeah.
Ben, a minute 53 in, I believe it was. Bonehead play, bonehead move. Probably no supplementary discipline. Stone is fine. And Jack Eichel's playing lights out. It's just unbelievable.
Well, you
Vegas
know what?
just-
That Vegas team is a solid
you know,
team.
They went
And
to the final their first year.
They did, but
Very-
not, this is a different team, though.
It is.
It is a very different team
Yeah.
from that, but they still are a solid team
Yeah.
that play a great style of hockey.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I love about the league now is that it is a wide open league. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You remember
Well, this year in particular.
you know, I love the fact that it's barn burner hockey.
Yeah.
Barn burner hockey, and it's a goaltender's opportunity / hell.
I'm missing some of the physicality that we used to have in days gone by in the regular season primarily.
Yeah.
This right now is hockey I enjoy watching. Maybe not so like this is 3-0. I don't think Ottinger definitely would like that third goal back. I mean, that's just a
Yeah.
bad goal. It can't happen. It just reminds me I have so many nightmares of seeing other goaltenders, Carey Price, on his off days, off games, off years that he had with Montreal, specifically after 2017. I used to make the joke with that, you know, once the national anthem was over, the guy was on his knees. Like, stand up. The guy's 6'3",
Yeah.
stand up. If Ottinger stands up, he's going down while that roof job's going up on the backhand. Stand up, it never goes in. It's
Yeah,
just
but you know, I mean,
it's
listen-
a style. It's a butterfly
but-
style.
And I'm not a goaltender, but I was always taught the backhand was one of the toughest shots to
Yeah,
save.
because it's tough to
'Cause you
tell
don't
for the
know where it's
goalies. They
going.
don't know where it's going.
So,
Yeah, I get
I mean-
that. But still, you're going down, like, stand up. Anyways, it's a bad goal. Would you not agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
bad
it's
goal.
a-
no,
it's
no,
a terrible goal.
no. You have my agreement on that.
And it
absolutely.
makes it 3-0. Like you're trying. You almost kill the 5-minute major. You get scored on there. By the way, they still had another 30-40 seconds to kill. Can you
Yeah, I
imagine?
know. No, they had almost a minute.
Was it almost a minute?
It's like a week 50
Yeah.
some
All right,
seconds.
so 50 some
Yeah.
seconds still
Yeah.
to go, and
they did. They did kill it.
Yeah.
And you know what? They have played all right, but they did not capitalize.
hit a post, hit a crossbar. So yeah, man, you know, blink of an eye. Well, it's
Yeah.
like even the OT game they lost the other night. They had the best chance early on,
Yeah.
30 seconds in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they could have won it there. They don't come down a minute and a half later. It's in the back of their net. They're down 2
Yeah.
games to none. Only difference was compared to Carolina is they lost in Vegas. So you
Right.
come home, you're never in trouble till you lose on home.
Yeah.
Now you got 40 minutes to score at least 3, and
Yeah.
against a Vegas team that's beat you twice, that have been stingy. That are frankly, I wouldn't say Vegas. Vegas didn't outplay him in game 2. Dallas outplayed
No,
Vegas
I
in game
thought it
2.
was pretty even. Yeah.
It was just the end of the game. Marchessault ties it up with 2 and change, I think, to go or something. Fair enough. Then you got to get her done in OT. You know, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, it's like Carolina, like Rod Brindamore, and you're right. He's got full reason to say, yeah, you blew that call, this, that, and everything else, like we said pregame. But like he said himself, we got to score. You know,
Yeah,
we're one of
you
the
do.
highest scoring
Yeah.
teams in the league. Well, it's the same with Dallas. Like you're in the semifinals. These are 4 good teams.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and right now,
it's
you know,
going. Well, I mean, it always comes down to, and I go back to the, you know, I call it the glory years where hockey was, you know, I mean, and it's partly what age I was, right?
yeah.
You're
Well,
young,
they say
you're
whatever
young.
you watched when you were 10 or 12 was as
Right.
good as it ever was.
Exactly, right?
You
You
know?
know, so and
It's like that line from Stand By Me. You know, whatever friends you had when you were 12 years old.
oh, from the movie Stand
yeah,
By
the
Me,
movie
not
Stand
the
By
song,
Me. Not the song.
not the Ben E. Key song.
No,
you know.
no.
Stand by me.
Although
That was
that's the song in the movie.
That's
though,
right. It is.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
they
name of
use
the
that.
movie.
Yeah, it is.
You remember
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss saying that right
absolutely.
at the end?
That's right.
And he says, I can't exactly remember the exact words, but it's a reference to the friends you had when you were 12 years old. And
Yeah.
that era, whatever you watched, is something that's probably what you're most romantically linked to.
I think so. Absolutely.
So,
And no, I wouldn't say romantically. I tried, but he said no.
yeah,
And,
you're right.
you know
Wrong
what I
term.
mean?
You're emotionally,
Yeah,
spiritually,
emotionally, yes, exactly.
you're
No. You know what? In the very non-sexual romanticism, I think is what
Okay.
you're referring to.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah,
Go with that.
and I can never get that. So let's just say that in this second period, Dallas doesn't come back. I'm going to bed early. I'm not even going to stay up and watch it. Like, I don't know about the rest of you.
I
people
will watch
watching.
it because I watch every second, and I will watch it and hope for a Dallas comeback here to at least make it entertaining. No dog in the race. I said actually last show, I'm going to correct myself here. Very rarely do this, but I said I was pulling for Dallas. And look, like I said, I don't have a horse in the race. If Dallas was to win, I wouldn't have been disappointed. However, I am a friend. I'd like to think a personal friend of Bruce Cassidy's.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Ottawa guy. We go way
Yeah,
back, and
okay.
so do a lot of people here in the
Yeah,
city. And I think I'm so thrilled for him. Unceremoniously dumped by Boston, and I think it's just great what he's doing in Vegas, and may possibly get another chance here to go to a final. I think would be fantastic. And so
So are we going to Vegas for the final?
well, why not?
Can you call Bruce, get his tickets?
Yeah, sure. I bet you Bruce could get his tickets.
Well, if you can't get his tickets, then I'd be disappointed.
You know what? I bet you Bruce could get me tickets.
Okay, well, we're going to do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Send Liam and Chris to Vegas. Okay? We need a hotel. We need tickets to the game. We get a couple, like, maybe
Bellagio, right?
couple of pints.
Yeah,
Okay.
cover my bar bill.
Yeah, well, that could be expensive. Okay? And yeah, I think and I promise I won't spend any longer than about 12 hours at the tables.
Oh, I don't see how there should be people
Yeah.
just right now racing to the.
Oh, they're rushing.
Yeah.
Listen,
What's the
operators,
link?
they're standing by.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can send money on YouTube.
Can you?
People said that.
Yeah.
People can send you money on YouTube. I have
Alright.
no idea. No one. My grandmother used to send me money when I was my birthday. I used to get. This was big money.
Tell
back
me
then.
now. Yeah.
$5.
$5?
$5 was my grandmother wasn't Chinese.
Oh.
No, I used to get a $5
Right.
bill in a birthday card, and we
Okay.
all got a $5 bill. That was big money for my grandparents.
Yeah, man, it's $5. $5 back then. That's
man.
big.
Oh,
very
man.
big.
I think I don't even know what I bought, but I remember that was the big thing.
Probably packs of hockey cards and.
I did have a lot of. You know what
Yeah.
else? Hires root beer. Remember
Hires
Hires root beer?
No, I drank
Oh,
RC
man.
Cola.
Okay.
RC Cola, and I'd get an O. Henry chocolate bar.
Oh,
and,
good for
and,
you.
I would buy the latest Marvel comic, not DC,
The Marvel.
but
yeah.
Marvel. Marvel was better, so I
So
bought
you're saying
Marvel.
you're what you're saying is you're siding with Marvel. You're saying Marvel is better than DC Comics.
Yes.
Okay. And I wouldn't know.
Yes.
I'm not a big comic guy. I had some Spider-Man comics. That's
Spider-Man's Marvel.
I know it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had. And you know what? I'll tell you. This is a thing.
Superman was DC.
Superman was DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really know Superman, but
No, I
Spider-Man.
didn't
I
either.
used to read the Spider-Man.
Sergeant
comics.
Fury and the Howling Commandos was my favorite.
Really?
Sergeant Fury. Oh yeah, he was the best. He was an
What
absolute.
about Beetle Bailey? What was he? Remember Beetle Bailey?
Vaguely. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was a cartoon in the paper,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. They
Yeah.
had,
Was
they
it-
had-
was
they
it
had-
actually
they
a
had-
comic?
Yeah, they had comics
I
of
don't
Beetle
know.
Bailey, and they had.
I like things that had violence.
No. Yeah, all the things we weren't. So Spider-Man wasn't particularly violent. He
Oh,
would
yeah,
just-
man, he
would
fought
just
every
stop
episode.
Yeah, but it was more of he would capture people every episode.
Yeah, but
You know
no,
what I mean?
he got in fights too.
But you know
Yeah.
what? I'll tell
He
you.
was like the Captain Picard of comics because he only fought when he really had to. Unlike Captain Kirk, who fought almost every show.
Well, yeah, but his Captain Kirk was way too busy trying to get laid.
Yeah, but he
In
did a
every
good
episode.
job at it.
He actually did. He
Yeah.
actually probably. He is actually
One of
he
the
did
greatest
more-
characters in cinematic history, film, TV, whatever.
Yeah.
James
You
T.
like that?
Kirk, Montreal native, by the way, William Shatner, big fan,
Still alive.
huge fan, still
Yes.
alive, and it's really nice. I believe he's the same age as my mom. I think
He was in
born
space,
31.
for Christ's sake.
I know he went up,
He went
right?
to space, yeah.
He went up and did a tour there, did a loop or whatever. Yeah, good on him, and I think it's pretty cool.
Have you ever heard he recorded an album? Eh? Did you know that?
I think so.
Where he did, yeah, he
Yeah.
did. I here's the thing I like about William
It's a
Shatner.
great hockey.
I
talk.
don't think, yeah, exactly. I don't think William Shatner takes himself seriously.
Oh, he
think
does it all these
I
years
think-
later.
yeah.
He's the biggest guy. He'll self-depreciating all the time.
Yeah.
All the time about everything, and all started with the whole thing there on Saturday Night Live or whatever it was when he told the Trekkies to get a life or whatever. That's about 20 or 25 years ago or something now, I think. Big thing, but he was by far the best captain. Let's be honest, and he kicked ass every episode, just like Sergeant Fury did, the Howling Commandos. I was a big fan. Big fan.
Okay, well I'll have to get some old Sergeant Fury. My friend Luigi is a big comic book collector.
Yeah.
So
well, you ask him.
I'll
Ask him if
have
he's
to
got a
ask him
couple of
about
those.
that. Yeah,
You
I'll
could
have to-
Google it, and even they did a great. I don't know who was the. I used to Kirby. I think was one of the artists. I even remember the names. We used to buy our comics every Sunday after Mass. We'd go to St. Monica's on Maryville, and we'd go down to the Superette, and we'd go in, and Sean and I would get Marvel comics, and Mike, of course, would buy DC. Sean and I would get colas. Mike would get an uncola.
The 7-Up?
7-Up or Sprite or something else that nobody
But I thought
would
you
drink.
know that 7-Up is the Uncola. Remember those commercials?
Yeah.
With the big guy from Jamaica?
Yeah.
The Uncola. The Uncola nut. You know?
And Mike always wanted Dad to slow down. Like
Slow
who-
down in the
yeah,
car.
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely. Like who does that? Like,
That's you know what.
Sean and I
you know what,
wanted
here's the
Dad
thing,
to
but
go
he's-
A to B, like
but
just
but
gun it.
that's prudent. That's why he wants to be mayor.
Yeah.
He wants to he wants to steer everything. You know what I mean?
He would have been a good mayor.
Listen.
He
No,
would've been
I
a
got to
good
tell you
mayor.
something. And you know what? And I like your brother, and I think he would have been a good mayor. The problem is that you've got 20 other yahoos that you have to convince, and most of them are self-serving or their
Yeah,
own
it's tough. You
constituency.
only got the one vote. Yeah.
You only have the one vote as the mayor. I mean, if you could be a dictator, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
But if you can't,
But you can win friends and influence people and do some things. Look, Jim was a master at it for decades, and there's ways and means to get around things, and you have input and impact on so many other things. And
right.
I think Mike would have been great. I really do. He finished second in 2010, I believe, or 2014. 2014, I think he finished second. So.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, it is.
well,
what it
it's
is,
tough, and it's tough because here's the thing: the mainstream media doesn't want to give. I mean, he wasn't even allowed in the debate there.
Well, not the last one. No,
Yeah,
the
I
last
mean, that-
one he
you know.
he didn't.
And by the way, neither was I.
Yeah.
And I wanted to debate. God damn it! But they said you might drop some f-bombs, and and I said, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
There you
That's
go.
what I said.
There you go.
All right. Well, listen. Game's gonna start. This has been Offside with Haas and McGuire. I'm Haas.
I'm McGuire.
G'day.
G'day.